Hi, everyone. Thank you once again for joining Conversations with Shelly, where I try to take these conversations beyond the ordinary. Now, today is no different. Today is absolutely no different. And one of the topic that I have had on my agenda for quite some time to bring to you and also always to drop into your spirit is the topic of having a small circle. What exactly does it mean to have a small circle? And I wanted to bring this topic particularly to you this week because of something that happened recently to myself, and I just thought this is the most opportune of times to raise this issue or to raise this discussion for us to distill and to see how best we can navigate it together as partners in this journey and this venture. So as I said, this topic is really about something very, very personal and very recent. So, for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, I am Shelly. And for those of you who are always here, always present, as I drop a video or drop a comment or a upcoming video or episode, you're here. Welcome back. Thank you as always for being here and for joining me. So as I mentioned, you know, this week in particular, I something happened to me personally, and I just thought this is the most opportune of times to raise this topic because it has always been a topic over the years for me in my varying circles. You know, people have always spoken about what their circle should look like, and it it has been something that I wanted to discuss for some time, and I didn't get the drive. There was no real motive behind it. But as I said, this week something happened and it motivated me to bring it to you, and hence um why I am now choosing to do so. So one of the things that I thought about when I was bringing this topic is the fact that sometimes you really sit with yourself and you say to yourself, not everybody that smiles with you is for you. Some people just want access to you. They don't necessarily want a connection with you. Um, Sometimes people just want to be in your space because they want to take something from you. And that is one of the reasons why I have decided that for me, I've always tried to keep my circle very small. And I wanted to impart on you that keeping your circle small isn't about isolation. It's not about isolating yourself. It's more about evaluation and evaluating those around you who think they should have access to you or who think they deserve to be a part of your circle, right? So, in today's episode, I want to look at why small circles matter, who belong in your circle, and who doesn't deserve access to you at all. And these are some of the things that I just wanted to distill with you because, as I said, it is something that came up this week for me. And I just had to put my mind to it and say, let me just find a way to bring this out of my own personal space to you, my entrepreneurs in the public and, of course, worldwide. So, the first thing I wanted to discuss and to have us have a conversation beyond the ordinary, beyond what we normally do have, is why small circles matter. Why I think small circles matter, and hopefully you can confirm with me or you can agree with me. But if you don't agree, that's fine. That's fine. But I believe, for me particularly, small circles matter because they help you to keep a clear vision. They help you to keep a clear vision to see who needs to be sucking up your energy. And I'm very passionate about this, guys. Yeah? So small circles matter because they give you a clear picture of who you need to give your energy to. No, it is important for you to understand that your energy is limited. You just have this amount to give sometimes because life is lifing and life is taking a lot of it away from you. So it's that little bit that you have to know who to dispense it to, right? Because it's a very scarce commodity, your energy. So your energy is limited. And therefore, not everyone deserves your time, your trust, your confidence. Just know that there are some people that should not get your energy. And the only way you can prevent that from happening is if you keep your circle small. Now, energy, growth, all of that requires boundaries. And that's why you're now creating a small circle. You're making your boundary very limited, very close knit. Yeah? Because access should be earned, not given, not given, but earned. And that is something that I learned very, very long time ago. But this week it just came back to me like um, something just dropped from the sky. So your access to you should be something that somebody earns. They don't just come and you just give them access to you. So remember, we talk about boundaries. Limit your boundary. Put some parameters around who can gain access to you and make sure that you're keeping it as you should. Now, in a world that glorifies popularity, who knows who, the who's who has connection, you have to protect your peace with having the right persons around you, not the people them that want to be around you because you have connections or you know people or you can get them somewhere. Protect your peace like it's gold because you're gonna have people that are gonna come around you and they're gonna come around you because they think they have something to gain. And let me tell you something, you see when them come, sometimes you don't even know. So that's why them a come. You don't even know that's why them a come. But I am here to tell you, armor yourself and know that you need to identify them from afar. And the only way you can do that is to keep your circle small and have clear vision. Have your clear vision when you see them coming because you don't want to be all over the place. You want to can zero in and focus on them so you know who they are and you can pick them and pluck them right as them drop in your circle. And talk to you now. Then the next thing is who belongs in your circle. Now, after you look and you see and you focus and you start to think, who am I to zoom in on? Who am I now to look through the room and pick up to be a part of my connection? Who is not going to want to be a part of me because they want access to who I know or they want access to what I can do for them? Speak the ones who speak your name with respect even when you are not in the room. Let me say that again. The persons who belong in your circle are the ones who will speak your name with respect and dignity even when you're not in the room. The ones who belong in your circle are the ones who challenge you to do better and not agree with everything you say. You don't want a yes man in your circle. Who should be in your circle is the one who would celebrate your success and not be envious of you, not be jealous, not be bad mind, not be covetous. They should be seeing your growth and they should not envy you. They should want to say, okay, that is my girl, that is my guy. Cheer you on. They should be your cheerleader on your path to success. And if you identify somebody in your circle that them see you have a new car, a new house, a new this, a new that, and whatever it is, guys, whatever, it don't even have to be anything physical. And it don't even have to be anything material. But once they see your glow up and they have a problem with it, they need to go. They need to go. Who belongs in your circle? They must match your loyalty. The same loyalty that you would give them, they should match that loyalty without question, with certainty and no doubt. They should have your level of vibe when it comes to certain things. Guys, I'm speaking to you because let me tell you something. This one hit home for me this week real. And it has happened to me in before. But again, this one hit me this week so real that I had to say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just dial back and audit my circle again because we are going to start with some chop and change up in here. Yeah, me, I got start do some chop and change. Yeah, right? So I had to go into that space of auditing my circle and realizing who now needs to go. Guys, you see your real friends, they won't be jealous of you. They won't mind your glow up. They won't want you to stay average either. And likewise, you see you if you're a good friend to somebody, you're not gonna want to see them stay average. You're not gonna want to see them remain where they are and you are climbing. You're gonna take them with you. You're gonna take them with you. And that is why a lot of times persons want to gain access to the people that have the phone book, the connections, and know the places them. You see, when you show you who you are, and when you turn around, you can't see yourself in your friends, shop and change. Shop and change. Right? But we talk about who deserves to be in your circle and who should be in your circle. Let us talk about who don't deserve access to you. Let's talk about it. Cut access to those who drain your energy and always want to bring drama. All when it not require drama. Simple little things. Simple things. Simple things. Then bring drama. Cut access. Don't make them have no access to you. Cut your access to persons who drain your energy and want to bring you drama for stupid stuff. Life is so complex. Life is built with its own level of hardness. You wake up with hard knocks. You wake up on hard. So you need your friends to be soft. You need the people them around you to be soft because you are soft. Yeah? You don't need hard friends. You don't need hard moments. You don't need all of that. I'm gonna shout out a real general friend of mine and I didn't ask her permission, but TK, real general that, yeah? My sister, real general. Cut access to people who compete secretly while pretending that they're supporting you. If your success, if you have to hide your success from your friends or from people in your circle, audit your circle. If you can't get your visa and you can't get a new man, whatever it is, guys, I'm just drawing for things here. But if your success, you can't enjoy it and you feel like, oh my God, if I talk about this, one of my friends are going to feel away. And I your friend that. And I your friend that. Because I can tell you. You saw when my friend them succeed? Lord Jesus, I'm there. I'm there. Me a knock pan for them because what? What? My friend's doing well and I am upset about that. What? My friend's doing well. Hello, please. I'm the first one to go. Hello. Cut people from your circle who disappear when you're struggling. You see those people that when you're at your lowest and when you don't know where to draw from, and when your reservoir of money or anything else depletes, and you look left and you look right and you look up and you look down and then gone, you know, say, a time for you start audit. But here, when you really do the chop and change, you see, when them reappear, when things get better for you, you glow up, you certainly know you need to change and chop. Chop and change. So you audit when the struggle is there. You audit when the struggle is there and you realize that they have disappeared, they've gone. You don't know. They don't answer your call. They don't check in on you. They don't bring you anything. They don't assist you in any way. That's when you start to do the audit and you start to say, okay, okay, one on one now make two. But you see, when you certainly know that it's time for you to get rid of them, is when you start to know the well and you see them come around, access them want your connections, they want something apart from you. You need to keep them out of your space. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit more to who are the top 5 people that you should have in your circle, just in case you didn't know. You see in your circle, try find the visionary. Try find the person in your circle who has the vision to take that circle where it needs to go. So find the person who has the potential, who will see the potential in you, who will inspire you, who will motivate you, who will help you live higher, encourage your big wins. You must have a visionary. Have a realist in your circle. Have somebody that can give you that own accountability that you need. The person is going to be honest. The person is going to be practical and not afraid to tell you the truth because she's not afraid of you, he's not afraid of you. He's just keeping it real without being jealous. The realist is the person that is also going to keep you grounded and prevent you from making those mistakes that you can't recover from. And it calls you back into action and takes you off that track that you're going down that you don't need to go down. And this person is not doing this in a critical way. They're not doing this in a malicious way. They're doing it because they're keeping you in check and they're your accountability partner. No, I talk about this already. Have your supporter. You see that person that's going to cheerlead you and cheerlead you to the cows come home to pasture. That loyal friend that celebrates your win without jealousy, and no matter what they're going through, they are there flying that banner for you. You need one of them then in your circle. You need to have one of those in your circle. The fourth person you need to have in your circle is a challenger. Now, this person is not a competitor. Let me make that very clear. This person is not a competitor. This person is a challenger. This person is going to challenge you to be great. This person is going to push you outside of your comfort zone and encourage you to grow. The person is not competing with you. And if you see the person look like them competing, chop and change. Because this person is not standing within that capacity. This person is helping you to grow. Yeah? That person, the person who is gonna not keep you stagnated. And that person is gonna prevent you from being complacent. That person is gonna tell you, hey, everybody around you have them masters and them PhD or what. This person is gonna say, listen, baby girl, listen, baby boy, time for you to glow up. They're gonna ask you the hard questions that nobody's gonna ask you. That the yes man is gonna ask you, because the yes man is around you for your access and your connection. The challenger is gonna ask you the hard questions. What you do with your life? What you doing with your life? What go on? Where you go? You not do nothing. What go on? Do something. They're gonna challenge you to think and introduce you to new opportunities. You need this person in your circle. Yeah? And finally, oh, this is the one that I love the most. I think this is in the form of my sister, by the way. Go, Mrs. Hibbert. The healer. You need a healer. You need a peacemaker. And this is the person that is going to bring you calm. This is the person that's going to give you a perspective to life that is going to be a balance. Yeah? This person is going to be the person who is going to soften things for you emotionally and mentally. They're going to deal with the stress and the conflicts that may arise. Sometimes they're going to be the one to tell you slow down. When the challenger is pushing you, when the challenger is pushing you, so the healer and the peacemaker, they're gonna come and they're gonna level things out for you. And they're gonna put you in a space of serenity. They're gonna put you in a space of joy that surpasses all understanding. You're not gonna want to know why it's being done, but you're just gonna feel so blessed that they're in your space. Now, sometimes these five persons are not individual five persons. Sometimes these five persons come in the form of one or two of the already existing persons that you have. Yeah? But don't watch that. Don't watch that. You can have your five key persons play different roles, and they can also morph into things for you at different times and different seasons of your life. And I can tell you, I'm not telling you this because I look for these things in my friends. It just happens. But you do have times when I play a lot of roles. I know for many of my friends, I'm the challenger. For many of my friends, I'm the realist. I don't think I'm a healer. my friends can my friends can tell you maybe I'm a healer because I'm a little jokester, yeah? I'm always joking and keeping everybody laugh. Maybe that's how I do it. But I know for a fact that in my circle of friends, they can tell you Shelly is the challenger. She's gonna make you do what you don't want to do. Shelly's the realist. Shelly's gonna tell you, hey, yeah, uh-uh, you can't do that right yes or no, because your budget not meet it. Make you put it down in a 2026, on the 2026 Q2 calendar. Because right now, you're yeah. Shelly is also going to be the one who will cheer you on. So till you wonder if I'm you win the race. Those are the roles that I've identified in myself and I audit myself. I can tell you that I am. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. So, guys, I know I was very hard today because as I tell you, this one dropping on my spirit today. It dropping on my spirit this week. I'm say, and now I make another day pass and I don't talk about this because sometimes you have some people in your circle and they don't know you. They really don't know you and they need to know you. They need to know you so they know where they lie, where they stand, and where they need to arrive, where they need to meet you at. Yeah? So, what is my call to action? Audit your circle. Keep your circle small. Let me come closer. Let me say this again. Keep your circle small. Keep your circle so small so you can audit people. So you can know who is for you and who is against you. And when you find it out, don't waste time. Don't beat around the bush. Just chop and change. Guys, I know this was a hard one. I know this was quite rough, but sometimes you have to be rough around the edges. Sometimes I can't come to you with daffodils and fairy tale dust and blow the smoke. Yeah? So, audit your circle. Access, guys, is a privilege. It is not a right. Access to you is a privilege. It is not a right. Now, if this hit home for you, and if it dropped in your spirit as it dropped into mine, feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And help me along as we continue these discussions and these conversations with Shelley, where I take you beyond the ordinary and open your eyes to life, to mindset, to growth, to knowledge, and to some fun and excitement because those are coming, guys. Those are coming. Days ahead. Only the beginning. So thank you once again, my beautiful extraordinaires, for joining. Very happy that you could have joined and very appreciative that you are still here and you're helping these conversations to keep going. Thank you once again. Have a fabulous rest of day wherever you are. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.